Hey, 3 signals. So here's the 5. Okay, this thing works. So here's the antenna. Here's the interior antenna. I never had 5 signals right here. So I'm going to... Okay, so this thing works. I'm shocked. Okay. Okay, so I'm in my pole barn, and you can see I've got 1 bar. So I need to improve that, so that's why I got this. Just in general, we're going to aim this at our nearest cell phone tower, which I have a general direction of where that's at. And then we're just going to follow the steps. We're going to connect the outdoor antenna to the indoor booster using these cables, and then connect the indoor booster to the indoor antennas. And that's it. So I'm back in the same spot, and I got 3 bars. So this thing works. In order for this signal booster to work, you have to have at least 1 bar. The other thing, the manual that comes with this is excellent, and you can follow right along with that. Now, the first thing you want to do is find out where your nearest cell phone tower is. There is a phone app that the manual mentions called cellmapper.net, and that's extremely helpful. Basically, you select your provider, then just follow the prompts. In my case, my tower is northeast. Please make sure that you can receive at least 1 or 2 bar signals at the location you plan to install the outdoor antenna. So I have 2. I'm roughly right next to where I'm going to be installing, basically on that far post there to the right. And there's my new kitty. This airport is due east of my house. Probably about 090, and then the cell phone tower is a little south of that, so probably 095 degrees or 100. But this is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go to my maps, and it's got this little indicator. It moves wherever you face the phone. Ideally, I'd like to just screw it to this, but if you look here, man, I think I'm lucky here. I'm going to just screw it on here, see what happens. Now, I do have those trees right there, so that's going to be a problem. But there has been some comments that said, hey, this thing will go right through some trees. Now, I've got pretty thick trees, but I don't know. We'll see. If I've got to adjust it, I will. So we've located our cell phone tower. Now we're going to work on the area in the red box here, where we're going to connect our outdoor antenna to our indoor booster. It's the large female end that goes on the Yugi antenna. All right, this got to be a good throw. Remember, this is kind of the test install, so I'm not going to put this stuff up here permanently. Okay. Yeah, that was real simple. That goes on there real nice. Now that goes into the house. We'll adjust that if this works later. Okay, so I'm only doing 1 antenna just to kind of see if it works. 1 indoor antenna. See, that goes to outdoor. This is going to indoor. Okay, this is ready to go. I just need to... I just kind of temporarily set up my indoor antenna, and I'm going to see if I get a good signal. Okay, I've got 5 in the green here. We'll see what that means. Well, here I am. 1 signal. 2 signals. So the judges, the arbitrators, are actually incentivized to treat their repeat clients well, because if they don't get picked for arbitration, they don't get paid. And so, hey, 3 signals. Arbitrators that have these repeat clients that are. So here's the 5. Okay, this thing works. So here's the antenna. Here's the interior antenna. I never had 5 signals right here, so I'm gonna. Okay, so this thing works. I'm shocked. Okay, I'm gonna point this back to close to where I was. Hope I'm not getting cancer right now. Okay, this thing freaking works.
So I'm going to install that other one over there. And wow, I'm shocked. Okay, I'm going with the permanent install. And right now I'm streaming and I'm getting the full signal, which is, I never get it right here. So that's great. Wow. All right, I'm going to shut this down and work with it so I'm not like dealing with the radiation directly.
This is the permanent install. The manual gets into setbacks on where to place this in regard to positioning from the outdoor antenna. By the way, the manual is excellent. It goes through step by step, everything that we talked about and more in depth. There's how to use the cellularmapper.net app. It breaks down everything step by step. It also goes into placement of your external antenna with pictures. It's just very methodical and with good pictures and step by step process.
In order to make this successful, you have to do trial and error. You have to kind of position you have to get the thing set up and then kind of position it to where you get the best signal. That's going to be the give you the most success. Placing the antenna is by far the number one thing that's going to make this work for you, to get 3 or 4 bars to make this successful. So I did a lot of trial and error today and I've got it up there, but you definitely want to see where the best position is to get the most bars. So anyway, thanks for watching, and
we'll see you next time.
Watch our next video by clicking right here on this link to see how we really boosted our cell signal with an inexpensive mounting pole from Amazon. We'll see you over there.